The Provider Development staff at Buckeye Hills Regional Council welcomes Passport and Older Americans Act providers to a training session on personal care and Homemaker Aid Qualifications. My name is Erin Davis, and I am one of the Provider Development Risk Assessment Specialists at our agency. This presentation will provide an overview of aid qualifications and the documentation providers are required to maintain to verify aid staff is qualified to provide Passport and/or Older Americans Act services. It is important to note that the PowerPoint slides follow along with the rules that are current at the time of this recording, July 1st, 2021. This training is not intended to take priority over current rules, but it is to serve as a helpful guide. Once you have been able to view this presentation, you can direct any questions that you may have to the Provider Development staff at Buckeye Hills Regional Council. Here are the rule links for Passport and Older Americans Act regulations for personal care and homemaker services. It is now a requirement for service providers to sign up for automatic email rule updates through the Ohio Department of Aging's website. If you have not done so, please visit aging.ohio.gov to register. Here you will find the qualifications identified in the rule for homemaker aids. When you are evaluating an application to determine if an applicant meets qualification requirements to provide Passport and/or Older Americans Act services, the applicant should meet one or more of the following. Listed on the Ohio Department of Health's Nurse Aid Registry as active, in good standing, or expired. Successful completion of the Medicare Competency Evaluation Program for home health aides without a 24-month lapse in employment. Minimum of 1 year supervised employment experience in a health or human services field. In addition, your supervisory staff shall also conduct written testing and skills testing by return demonstration with the applicant to ensure competency before providing their first service. Successful completion of a certified vocational program. In addition, your supervisory staff shall also conduct written testing and skills testing by return demonstration with the applicant to ensure competency before providing their first service. Successful completion of 20 hours of training that your supervisory staff can provide, so long as all of the requirements are met, which will be discussed in the next slide. In addition, your supervisory staff shall also conduct written testing and skills testing by return demonstration with the applicant to ensure competency before providing their first service. We have developed a form you may utilize, if you choose, to assist you with ensuring Passport and Older Americans Act requirements are met. This form has been made available to you on our website at buckeyehills.org. If you notice, we have listed the required elements for orientation training, which will be reviewed in another slide. Page 2 lists all of the requirements for the 20-hour training program if provided. Moving on to personal care, the qualifications for personal care aides, or PCAs, are very similar to those of homemaker aides, with the following exceptions. The minimum of 1 year supervised employment experience must be for positions held as a home health aide or nurse aide. The Koala Home Health Training Program is accepted, and if you decide to offer a training program, it must include a minimum of 60 hours of training and include all of the required elements identified in the next slide. Continuing with PCA qualifications, we have also developed a form you may utilize, if you choose, to assist you with ensuring Passport and Older Americans Act requirements are met. Again, this form has been made available to you on our website at buckeyehills.org. Required topics for orientation training are listed as previously discussed. Page 2 lists all of the requirements for the 60-hour training program if provided. Once you have confirmed an applicant meets the qualification requirements, you must retain a record of your verifications. For the Ohio Department of Health's Nurse Aid Registry, or STNA, please retain a copy of your search results. For supervised employment, you should document the former employer's name, supervisor, phone number, or contact information, exact dates the applicant began working and stopped working for the former employer. As a best practice, we also recommend the person from your agency verifying this information sign and date the document to verify its accuracy. Remember, you must verify exact dates, including day, month, and year, to verify a minimum of 1 year employment experience is in fact satisfied. For Medicare competency training, koala training, vocational training, 20-hour training, or 60-hour training, the rule states you are to retain the certificate of completion or documentation including the following information: name of the school or training organization, name of the course, training dates, and training hours successfully completed. For those qualifications that require your supervisory staff to conduct written testing and skills testing by return demonstration, please refer to slides 3 and 5. You are required to maintain the test results and skills checklist on the record. The written test should be included along with the score, the date the test was completed, the name and signature of the applicant, employee, and the name, title, and signature of the trainer, tester. The skills test by return demonstration should include a checklist of each skill or task that was observed, the date the observation was completed, the name and signature of the applicant or employee, and the name, title, and signature of the trainer tester. Please remember, Homemaker Aid supervision training and testing must be conducted by a staff member that is qualified to do so. Homemaker Aid supervisors should meet at least one of the following requirements: a bachelor's or associate's degree in a health and human services area, a current valid license to be a registered nurse or a licensed practical nurse under the direction of an RN, at least 2 years of experience as a homemaker aide. The same goes for PCA supervision, training, and testing. Only RNs or an LPN under the direction of an RN are eligible to be PCA supervisors, trainers, or testers. If you recall from slides 4 and 6, we listed the required elements of orientation training for Passport and Older Americans Act services. The topics listed on this slide are required to be reviewed with all new hires that will be providing direct care services paid for by Passport or Older Americans Act funding. They include, but are not limited to, expectations of employees, ethical standards, Passport Code of Ethics, an overview of personnel policies, organization and lines of communication, incident reporting procedures, emergency procedures, person-centered care, reporting of significant changes, and suspicions of abuse, neglect, and exploitation. We have a form available for use on our website that includes Passport Code of Ethics. If you have any questions regarding this presentation, please direct them to the Provider Development staff at Buckeye Hills Regional Council. We have listed our department's email address as well as the link for the provider section of our agency's website. We thank you for your participation in this training session, and as always, we thank you for the quality care that you provide to the individuals in our region.